And this right here, this whole thing, this is the Venn diagram of fitness. I'm going to show you 4 clips, and I want to know which one you think best depicts exercising. For those who don't know, I've set a goal to complete every monthly challenge that I get for my Apple Watch this year, and this is the end of my first month. And I've been reflecting a lot on how challenging it is to get good information and how secretive it seems to be to get good information in this fitness realm. And that drives me nuts, because I think that good information about your health and well-being should be free to everybody. See, I was on Team Canada's national team for about 7 years, and then I stepped away and I became a coach, and I coached everyone from a beginner all the way to the Olympics. In fact, this is a pin that you can only get if you walk in the opening ceremonies with Team Australia at an Olympics, which I did in 2018. And since that time, I went to school for physiotherapy, I became a personal trainer, and now I'm months away from graduating as a massage therapist. So what I like to think is that that gives me a pretty solid understanding of what the body is, how to use it, how to get the most out of it, and how, more importantly, to train it. Okay, before I go on, I just have to show you what I just did to get this. I didn't have anyone else to hold anything, so I used that, and then I clipped it. You got to get the shot though. So what I want with this video is to be more of a walkthrough of sorts about how I approach fitness, and my hope is that by the end of this video you'll have a better understanding of the principles of fitness and how you can use them in your own life. First, I want us to get on the exact same page about what it means to be in shape. That's what all this is. First, let's break this thing into 4 categories. The first category that we're going to talk about is what you like to do. These are things like going on long walks, or playing tennis, or riding a bike, or skiing. This is the important stuff. This is what you like to do. Second category we're going to talk about are things that you need to do. We're talking about like what life demands of you. Are you in a physical job? Do you sit a lot? Do you stand a lot? Do you walk a lot? All of these fit into this category of what you need to do in life. Third category, this is a tough one, and this is what I don't see a lot of people talking about. What you cannot control. These are things that are like congenital issues that come in the family. We're talking like congenital heart defect or diabetes, hypo or hyperthyroidism, anything of that nature. These are things that you cannot control, but you have to factor in. And the last category, this is kind of like the holy grail. These are what you want to do. This is stuff that you want to be able to do. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about like maybe you're a parent, and when you come back home from work, you never have the energy to play with the kids, or you don't have the flexibility, or your knees hurt. Anything like that. These are things that you want to be able to do. This is the Venn diagram of fitness. This is fitness. There's a special spot right in the middle of this diagram. You can see it right here. This spot right here is what I call being in shape, where every one of these areas overlaps. This is the sweet spot. This is when you're in shape, when every one of those circles overlaps. And it all makes sense. If you think about it this way, when you were a kid, did it matter how fast you could run a kilometer or a mile, or how much you could bench press, or what your 1 rep max of the squat was? No, it didn't matter. It was all about if you could do what you love to do, and for how long you could do what you love to do. You were in shape as a kid, and that's how we defined it. We defined it by this, where everything overlaps. Before we go any further, I want to ask you if you're getting any value from this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more videos where this came from, and I hope to have you along on the journey. Back to the video. And the last point I want to make for this video is that our expectations are seriously messed up when it comes to exercise. I'm going to finish my workout, but then I'm going to explain to you exactly what I mean. Let me get this finished. The way we view exercise and fitness is unrealistic and overwhelming. It can be intimidating and make it really hard to get started. For example, what if we thought that to be a writer, you had to sit down and write a book, error-free, every single time that you sat down to write? That would be crazy. Can you imagine how many books would go unwritten if that's what we thought it meant to be a writer? That is definitely how we view fitness and exercise, no doubt. But what if instead you wrote one sentence every time you sat down and let yourself make as many mistakes as possible? Eventually you would finish the book, and the entire time you would be able to call yourself a writer. It should be the exact same with exercise, trusting the process, not caring about results, and counting time invested. So with all that in mind, how did I do this month? All that's left to do is look at the data, because I haven't done that yet. Quick overview of January shows that I did 27 workouts for a total time of 16 hours, 39 minutes, and way more time than I would have thought. So let's sort it by, so I did 7 traditional strength training workouts for 4 hours. Average 35 minutes a workout, and I did that, sporadically. The 1st, the 2nd, the 7th, the 9th, the 10th, and then the 17th and 20th. So all over the place. I'm not concerned with anything other than did I do it and how long did I do it for? That's my focus. My hockey workout was an hour and 20-minute skate at a public skate. I think we did something like 160 laps around the rink in that time. We like to do that in the winters. Running is what I'm considering my workouts. So I did 5 exercises, 5 runs in January for 2 hours and 12 minutes, totaling 17 kilometers. It's probably pretty close to a record for me. Walking. So in total I did 13 walks for nearly 9 hours and 42 kilometers of distance walked. Nearly every weekday morning, Tina and I go for a walk. Very routine route, and it's a great way for us to start our day nice and early before everyone else. We're usually walking between 5:50 and 6 a.m. They're usually about 40 to 46 minutes, so we're usually back by 6:40, and then our day can start, and I've already done a nearly 40-minute workout. See, if I was to wait for the train. This walking one I wanted to talk about last, because if I was to use my old way of thinking or conventional way of thinking, I never would have considered walking exercise. If I was to continue that way of thinking, I would deprive myself of the pride that I now feel knowing that I walked 42 kilometers. That's nearly the distance of a marathon. There's no way that that is not beneficial for my health and fitness and my exercise levels. And I want to leave this video with this thought, but first I want to know, if you made it here, what do you think? What ideas stuck? How else could you add to this conversation in a healthy way that helps people feel motivated and feel like exercise isn't something unattainable or only for a select few who already go to the gym? I want to know that in the comments, so please share them below. Help everybody else. We need more good ideas for free in this world. So I want to leave it here with this idea that any journey begins with one single step, but the only way to get to where you're going is to take the following step after. Success comes from repeatedly doing the small things over and over until you're eventually where you want to be. Thank you for watching. Thank you for getting this far. I hope this provided some insights. I hope you got something from this video. And until the next one, we'll see you later.